Hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video shorter than I expected because I was going to end with tires, but those are going to be a while, and there's a lot of content that I wasn't expecting in this video, so let's get to it. As you can see, there's no tires on the rear of Red. I had to drop the transaxle. Had an issue with it, and I'll show that to you. And I will say over there in that bag from FedEx on that little chair is my inner tubes for Red, but my tires are delayed a week, so let's get to the video. Hey guys, I'm gonna try to work on a couple issues with Red here. Today I'm going to install and maybe do a little tuning of the engine, install of spark plugs. I bought some Autolite Iridium plugs for a Briggs L head, so let's see how that goes. So I went online and was looking for a hotter plug or just something different than the regular old Briggs and Stratton or Champion spark plug. I've still got one Briggs and Stratton spark plug left, but I wanted to try something a little hotter, maybe. I've got some Platinums from Briggs and Stratton that are in another engine that runs really good, but I found these Autolites. They're Iridium plugs for these L-head engines. It replaces the J19LM Champion plug. I'm gonna give these a go. Here, let me get the light out of that. That's the part number and what it replaces. As you can see, it's got an iridium tip down there. So I'm gonna show you how Red is running right now, which is not good because it's only got one cylinder going. But that's because the other plug is fuel foul. Although it may run today, it may have evaporated. So let's get started. First, I'm going to back up the Impala so I can put the tractor there to start it up outside. I don't want to run it in the garage. For some reason, those little vents in that brick wall pull in fresh air from the garage into the living room somehow. It's not supposed to be doing that, but it seems to happen. So I'm going to back the car up and push the tractor out. Before I get started on this, I wanted to show you how this ran. Actually, it's not running too bad today, but it's here and here to miss. these plugs out. Alright. This is pretty carbon fouled. It's not wet. I don't know if you can see where it's white and then goes to black. Don't know if you can see that. Let's see if you can see that. But there's a crack there. It's split in half. The ceramic there. You can see where the white and black goes from that side to that side, and the back side's gapped back. And there's you can see on this side, you can see a gap between the diode and the ceramic. So that's a dead plug to begin with. Alright, get the new plug out here. Oop. I better go get my gauge and see if it's actually at the right. It's just a hair over spec. There we go. 0.03 now on the gauge. Sorry about walking away. I'm usually prepared. I don't know if you can see this one. There's oil on this one. I don't know why there's oil, because I have rebuilt this engine before and the rings were within spec, but this one's fouled. It's probably oil from when the tractor got rolled over, I betcha. This one's oil fouled. Let's check this one. Yeah, this one's out of spec too. That's at 0.035, not 30. There we go. I do see an issue that's a little bit concerning. Something I see right off the bat that concerns me. The battery's charging, but I just noticed some corrosion on the diode into my plug. Something I need to look into, but let's see how it runs now. Still got to fix that choke. It's not working right still. Definite change in running. So I'll call that good. I'm gonna tinker with my low-speed idle jet. It's just a little screw underneath the carburetor there. If you can see it. Yeah, you should be able to see it. Y'all know how to do that. Just turn it, I got it set on factory default of 1.5 turns out, but I'm gonna tweak it and see if I can smoothen out that idle. Maybe not drink so much gas and blow it out. Although when I started just then, it did not smell the gas. But I'm not pumping a cylinder that's not firing though either. So I'm gonna dial on that, and then hopefully in a couple days I'll have my tires and inner tubes for these wheels, and I'm gonna put them on the back of red. But the tires I got on red, I'm gonna probably put them on my 75 Series Suburban. Right now it's got a huge Duros on it, and they just barely fit in the fenders, which they work good, but I think these tires would work better on that tractor. So I'll be dropping down. These are 24 inch. I'm only dropping an inch on the tire size with the 10-inch rim. So I'm going to a 23, but I'm going to a much wider tire. I'm putting some bear claws on it. And then when I do that, I'll tackle the ends of that 820. I was looking at the diagrams online the other day and realized, now that I think about it, there are no end of shaft seals for it. So one of the Morons, Dennis, he gave me some hints to try with some washers. So I'm gonna give that a go. I think it'll work out all right. Just enough to, slow down the leak. I think, well, it not leaving a puddle in the garage at all now. So I think it was just a case of it got hot and maybe I had a little too much oil in it. But anyway, I'll catch with you in a couple days, same video, and we'll finish this up. Give it a run around the block or something. Talk to you then. Thought I'd come back and let you hear this thing. It's dialed in. I'm only out one turn on this low idle test screw, and it's just current. Fastest engine it ever ran. Man, this engine's running good. So I made a quick little discovery when I was doing a top speed run after getting the spark plugs put in. Engine was running great now. I don't even smell the gasoline out the exhaust anymore. I even started in the garage and had no emissions smell from it. So these spark plugs are pretty sweet. So I like them. Anyway, I've noticed that there was a lot of play in the front end suspension. Now that I got quite a bit more power, I was lifting the front end to the full throw of the shocks now, and changing gears or giving it gas or what have you. So I think what I need to do now is tighten up these front springs because they are on the weakest setting. I'm going to start off with adjusting them down. Let's see, they got 1, 2, 3, 4 adjustments on them. I'm going to take them to the hardest spring adjustment, and I'm gonna give it another shot, and then hopefully that works well. Basically what was happening is the front end's so soft that when you go into a turn, which is probably what happened to my daughter, it was leaning the front end of the tractor quite a bit. So when the belt quit going and she kicked back into going again, I'm pretty sure that the front suspension's what caused it to roll. So anyway, I'm going to tighten up those springs. I've already done one. Let me switch you around. As you can see down here, you can see the rust where it was set. But I've gone from this notch here, 1, 2. So I've gone up 2 settings, and there's a 3 and a 4. So I guess I'm actually halfway. I'm gonna try halfway first. This one's down at the bottom. I'm gonna pass this one and put it into this one. If that's still too soft, I'm gonna go ahead and go all the way to the 4th notch. If that's still too loose, then I got to move my shock over to this hole. I'm gonna see what happens. I went with this is the softer hole setting. This is a stronger hole setting. Puts the shock in a more upright position instead of angled at I believe it's at a 45 right now. I think the other takes it to about a 60-degree angle, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe it's 55. But anyway, I'll do that, and I'll let you know what it does. Alright, a little video update on the shock settings. I went with the full strength setting at the 45. That seems to, I feel comfortable with that setting. It's not so squishy. I can't even push it down with my finger. Before I could push it down with one finger. But now I gotta actually use a little force to push it down, and still got enough that if I put enough force into it, I can still squish it. But great snapback. Great firm filling. We're going to go with this setting, and I did notice that my steering gear, I need to tighten it because it's about to fall off. So that's what I'm going to do next, and next time you see me, we'll be putting some tires on. Well guys, it's still the same day. I haven't moved on to the day for the tires, but I found another issue that I'm going to have to look into. It's I was hoping I didn't have to drop my transaxle, but check this out. See my axle down there? Oh, look at that. Oh, nope. There's about a 1/4 inch play there. I am going to figure out what's going on with that, because I've got all the spacers and what have you in the transaxle for the dock lock, but I'm wondering if a set screw came undone and has moved its way into the keyway. I don't know. Only a pull it out and check it out will diagnose that. But I'm still going to drive it until I get around to it, which will probably be later this weekend. I'll catch you later. Alright guys, I got my triage table ready for my transaxle. I've got my wheels off. I'm taking the drum brake off right now. I already took the muffler off the other side bracket. And then all I got left is the transaxle brake and the 8 bolts, 2, 4, 6, 8 bolts that I have holding the transaxle in. Next, you'll see the transaxle up on the triage table. All right, it's busted open. Oh, don't look too bad. It's a little bit chocolatey, but I haven't ran any water, so it's just normal burnage. Gears all look good. Let's see. Bowl gear is definitely sliding back and forth, so I'm gonna have to bust that open here in a little bit, and we'll see what's going on. Well guys, it appears to be okay. It's something that's been going on since day one. Evidently, I'd never put any washers inside the bowl gear, to keep it from not traveling here. I'll show you. Keep it from traveling back and forth inside. So what I need to do is need to go get me some same dock locker does not move. So what I need to go get is some 1-inch washers and stuck them up inside to tighten this up so it quits moving. Oh, wait a second. Oh, there it goes. So that's it. That's all I need to do. All the gears look good. There's no chipping, don't see any wear. I drug my magnet through all the grease, and I found just I've got more shavings drilling a screw hole, so barely any shavings. Like that right there, that's just RTV. But I'll clean it up, put some washers in that, put it back together, and it should be good. So I'm going to give a little product interlude here. I was going to clean my 2 case halves of the 820 transaxle, and I've been waiting all day to go to the Walmart to get some carb cleaner, or at least some store, and I decided to try the next best thing. So I remembered I had the super clean, and I was like, I wonder how that will work on cleaning this case. Well, I just sprayed it, and it's already congealing up down here, and you can see it just striping. Did the other half just a second ago. I sprayed it, lightly brushed it with that little brush you saw there, and check this out. It's way cleaner than I ever got it with brake cleaner. Letting it sit out in the sun to dry. But yeah, I was pretty amazed. I'll get back to cleaning, and so I can get this transaxle back together. Well, it's all back together. Time to put it in the tractor. All right, the transaxle's installed. Everything's back installed. The hubs are installed, brakes installed. They're all ready for me to put tires on these rims. What I ended up doing inside also is these little O-rings that go on the needle bearings. They're kind of the oil seal, I guess you could say. They're all hard and crusty, so I've got an O-ring kit over here that had those sizes, and I replaced all 4 of them. So now I'm just waiting for tires and then inner tubes, and we'll put it back together and take it for a spin.